What's going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo. It is Slashback Saturday, and today we are doing, was it Evil Toys, Killer Toys? I can't remember what the theme was called, but it's something about toys. To follow up with our halfway to the holidays theme, we're doing Killer Toys, as I said. And I am reviewing the 2015 film Robert. Now, Robert is a killer doll slasher film based on the legend of the true, real Robert the Doll, which is also what Child's Play is very, very, very loosely based on. Directed by Andrew Jones and starring Susie Frances Garden as Jenny. A British couple has to let their housekeeper go. Very disgruntled, she gives their son a possessed killer doll who takes out his frustrations with adults by killing them off. As this movie is a lot of typical low-budget film fare, but it wasn't as bad as I've heard it described. Going with the pros, I thought that the doll is extremely creepy. This doll makes Annabelle look nice, and Chucky looks lighthearted in comparison. This doll is just very, very creepy looking. I also thought that the film was very atmospheric. I thought that it had a good dark atmosphere, a lot of which was provided by the film's music, and I really did enjoy the music. I read one review where somebody said that the music was overpowering. I don't believe so. I believe that the music helped set the tone for the film, and it did it in a really good way. In their effort to build the scares and the tension, they tried to use a lot of adverse and low camera angles, kind of like doll vision, so to speak. And honestly, it doesn't quite work here. They don't have it down right. They don't do a good job of it, like say they did with Child's Play. Honestly, guys, there's a lot of Child's Play ripoffs in this movie. You remember how in Child's Play there's flour or sugar, I can't remember what it was, on the counter and Chucky's footprints are in it? They do the exact same thing here with some sugar on the floor. They have a scene where the mom is yelling and cursing at the doll, trying to get it to talk, just like in Child's Play. I really wish they would have kind of steered away from the Child's Play influences. Maybe that was their way of doing a homage, I don't know. But I really feel this film would have been served better by keeping its distance from a very well-loved film. One of the things I did not like in this movie is the acting of Susie Garden. Sometimes she's spot on and she's doing a good job. And then other times she is just terrible. Either way over the top or way too wooden. And it's maddeningly inconsistent. And I really did not enjoy it at all. I thought the fact that this movie was based in England, but yet most of the actors aside from the couple are American, I thought that was a bit odd. I didn't think it played out quite well. And it just kind of took me out of the movie a little bit. There's a scene where Robert gets a bat to hit people over the head with. And there's a scene where they do a close-up of Robert and the bat, and you can very much tell that the bat is plastic. And I just don't like it when things are revealed that way. It helps break the movie magic. It takes you out of the film. When you can tell a prop is a prop, unless they're doing it in a self-aware, kind of laughing at it moment, it doesn't feel right. You want it to think it's real, and you can tell that it's fake, if you can tell that it's just a piece of hollow plastic, you're not going to get the same sense of dread you would get, say, if they used a real wooden bat. Guys, I know I'm mixing up the pros and the cons here, but I wanted to say all that together to say this. Now, this is not necessarily a con, but I do kind of find it funny. At the end of the film, the father is drawing a bath. And as he's drawing the bath, you can see very plainly in the mirror a crew member. After that scene is over, we get a very predictable, but honestly, in my opinion, satisfying ending. We get a Halloween 4 ending. And I think that's pretty cool. It makes me wonder how they get off doing sequels where, spoiler, in 3, 2, 1, Robert is killed at the end. And his soul goes into the little boy. The little boy kills his father and is standing at the top of the stairs with a bloody knife, and the mom's looking up crying and screaming, and we get basically a Halloween 4 ending. It was predictable. It was something we've definitely seen before, but at the same time, it worked. I still enjoyed it. I did like that part of it. Guys, this is a movie that is definitely one, if you haven't seen it and you don't really, have any true interest in watching a somewhat atmospheric but also kind of boring, killer doll movie that isn't really that vicious, then you can pass on this one. I thought it was decent enough to at least check out the sequel. It's an okay film. It's very meh. It's very in the middle. Wasn't terrible, wasn't great. Maybe I should say it wasn't bad, it wasn't good. That is it for this Slashback Saturday. Check out everybody else doing Slashback Saturday. Of course, check out my other review that I'm doing over on the Body Bags channel. And check out my buddy Joe the Horror Man, who created the Slashback Challenge. This is Bronco Juggalo saying peace.
Sometimes you just gotta ignore your enemies. Sometimes you just gotta make them bleed. I've headed up to here with all the fake shit. Fake friends huddled up, that's a snake pit. King Kong about to rumble on some ape shit. Stab you with some scissors, call it great.